Hi guys, beautiful sunny day here in Bavaria. Hope you're well wherever you are. And today I'd like to talk about, getting a little bit leaner for the summer. That's what people are starting to think about now. Last weekend the clocks went forward here in Bavaria, so we're coming into spring, and it's that time when people start to think about getting themselves into shape for their holiday, and maybe being able to get out and play some sports like tennis or whatever. Especially this year, guys, with the unique situation that we've had with global lockdowns and regulations and so forth. Here in Germany, we've been in lockdown now for 5 months. And the way things are going, it's not looking like changing anytime soon. In fact, it may even get a little bit worse in the immediate future. So what we've had is a situation where people have been cooped up all winter, not really able to get to the gym because everything's closed, and people are now thinking, well, I better do something about this. I've got to shed this weight. I've been using bands at home myself, so I've created a little home gym at home. I've been doing 2 10Ks a week as well, but it's still very difficult to offset the amount of movement that I would normally do. Because of my job as a tour guide, normally I'd be walking 10-15 kilometers a day. So you kind of have to make up the shortfall for that in terms of doing your fitness. Give you a little bit of an idea about my situation, guys. When we went into lockdown, I was around about 68-69 kilograms, my weight, and at the moment I'm hovering around 73-74 kilograms, and body fat percentage has changed from 10% to 11%. So because of the workouts I've been doing at home, fortunately I've been able to put on some muscle without putting on too much fat at all. So again, it's what I kind of talk about all the time. It's about discipline, consistency, and making time to do your workouts. So I'm fortunate in that I've kept myself in good enough shape that coming into spring now, I don't have to make super drastic changes. The way that I'll be approaching it is, my first goal is to sort my diet out so it's 100% clean. Again, because of the lockdowns and everything, I've given myself a little bit of leeway this winter just gone, in terms of the fact that I've got rather a penchant for chocolate, so I've been eating a little bit more chocolate than I normally would. But I've thought, hey, because of the situation we're in, you've got to have some treats. I don't drink alcohol or anything, as you know from these videos, so it's okay to have a little bit of a treat now and again, I think. But I'll be cutting the chocolate out now. In fact, I've cut it out for the last 2 weeks. So the first thing that I do is I look at my diet and I think, okay, what's got to go now? Now that we're getting onto a strict fitness regime, let's cut out all of the goodies, if you like, and eliminate those from the diet. So snacks, which for me would normally be crackers with peanut butter and stuff like that, chocolate, the occasional biscuits. My daughter makes really nice biscuits and muffins. She's got a little hobby going on there, making those, and it's fattening Dad up, so I'm going to cut those out as well. And whilst cutting the calories down, maintain the workouts that I've been doing. This is one of the mistakes that people make, is that they cut their calories but commensurately cut their workouts as well. That's not what you want to do. You want to cut your calories but keep your workouts going at the same level. What happens, guys, is if you cut your calories and also commensurately cut your workouts as well, you end up just going through a yo-yo effect, whereby you lose strength and you lose muscle when you can't cut calories if you don't work out as well. So you get into what is commonly known as a skinny fat situation, which is where basically you can be very slim but your body fat percentage is relatively high compared to your weight, because you're not carrying enough muscle. So it's really, really important that if you do cut those calories, to make sure that you maintain the weights that you're lifting, the volume of work that you're doing in terms of your training, and if anything, trying to make yourself stronger while still cutting calories. It's a challenge, but it's completely doable. Diet look like at the moment, guys? Kind of 3 meals a day at the moment. So I get up in the morning, have breakfast around about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and that typically would be a porridge with nuts and assorted raisins, sultanas and seeds and so forth, so that I'm getting all the essential oils and carbohydrates, so a nice healthy breakfast. with a green jasmine tea, typically. What I'll then do is mid-morning, so around about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'll have 4 Ryvita crackers, so it's low fat, high fibre crackers with a very thin spread of peanut butter to maintain fats and protein again. And again, what I'll do is, in this phase now where I'm getting leaner, I will consciously spread less peanut butter on the crackers. Talked about this before, intuitive, you know, just consciously thinking about having a little bit less of everything. Lunchtime, depending on the domestic situation at home with the family and so forth, and how it pans out with school and my wife working, etc., we'll either have the main meal of the day at lunchtime or in the evening. It just depends. And depending on when that happens to be, I'll modify the diet around that. So typically it's 2-3 meals a day. So with regards to the training, guys, what I'm looking at the moment is I'm doing 2 10k runs per week and 2 conditioning sessions with bands, quite intensive. And over the winter I've been trying to increase my strength on the band exercises so that I'm getting some progression in there. Also, I'll be walking every day, so over the course of the week I'll probably walk something like 40-50 kilometers, and then the 2 10k runs on top. So I would say about 60 kilometers covered over the course of a week is pretty typical, which isn't too bad, you know. And the thing is to keep that up, as I say, whilst cutting calories. What I'll do, guys, is during the course of my preparation for summer and trying to get leaner, if you like, I'll give a kind of monthly update as to what I'm doing with my diet and what I'm doing with my training. But the key to it all really is just to keep moving, you know, especially under these lockdown situations. I always say to people, you know, I've done a lot of education to get my qualifications to be a personal trainer and lifestyle coach and so forth, and people often say to me, what is the best exercise to do? And quite frankly, even after all that education, when it comes down to it, walking is probably the best form of exercise that you can do. It's what we're designed for, you know. We're hunter-gatherers, nomads as well, and typically that's what we would do in our natural environment, is we would walk a lot. So if you can replicate that in your daily life, you're not going to do yourself any harm at all. The great thing about walking is that it's giving you the exercise and it's burning the calories without that kind of intense running down of the body that you get when you do cycling or running on a regular basis. So, you know, if you're starting from scratch and all you can do is go walking, don't kid yourself that you're not doing enough. Just, you know, focus on that and try and increase the quantity on a weekly basis, and you'll get yourself very fit just by walking, for sure. So thanks for having a look at the video, guys. I wish you well with your regimes going into the spring, summer as well, in terms of fitness. I'll keep you updated, and enjoy the Easter break. All the best to you now. Take care.